Hey there folks, welcome back to the Dammâseq Campaign. Last time, we continued to struggle against our surprisingly tenacious enemy Tunip and their tribal ally Yabrudu. I definitely made a couple of misplays in the last episode and the one before that, but most of my misfortune seems to have been due to very bad luck, but things are turning around. We just retook Tunip, which will help with our war score quite a bit once this adjusts, and generally speaking, we are on the up and up. The enemy does still have a number of forces, including forces hidden in the fog of war, I believe, up here. So they are still definitely worth paying attention to, but we do have much more manpower than they do, and I don't think they really have a lot of resources left. I think we have the momentum we need to continue to get this thing back under control. Already retaken, what's this place called? Harbija, and we just retook Tunip, so things I think are going okay with the help of our mercenaries, so that is pretty handy. Unfortunately, these mercenaries ended up causing us a lot of trouble last episode, but it is what it is. We were making a lot of money, even with increased pay and other expenses at the minute, so our strong economy that we've been building throughout the campaign is helping us take this situation, which could be a catastrophe, and making it just more of a bit of a slog. But I can look at this from a positive point of view. The work I've done to secure a strong nation for the campaign is allowing us to kind of avoid the potential long-term problems of this sort of situation. So, all that being said, let's go ahead and resume. And yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's do it. These guys want my horses. Sounds fine. I just reloaded the game client, so everything is recalculating. They are a major power at this point, but not a great power, so that is good. They're quite far away from being a great power. Probably couldn't pull it off with the rest of the Africa map on this map. The rest of Africa on this map is what I'm trying to say. But other than that, okay. Pay attention to these guys and see if we can somehow get some sort of alliance with them. Probably not at this point, but we shall see what happens. Whatever the case, let's continue on speed 2. Yes, I think we're doing fine. Oh yeah, I forgot to move these guys. Whoops. These guys just stood here for no reason for a second. I'm going to have them work on Zalabi, just so they're nearby my other smaller armies that are doing these sieges. I think this kind of tactic of splitting my army apart into these siege stacks is a smart tactic. Also, here's the Bruduin migration. We spotted them finally. But yes, I should have been doing this throughout the campaign, but I hadn't really thought to do this until now, that I have enough forces to really pull this off on a number of places at once. But whatever the case, better late than never, so we shall incorporate this strategy as best we can going forward. These forces are fairly vulnerable to attack, but they are sturdy enough numbers-wise that even a disease tick won't knock them off the siege. Assuming, of course, that in this mod you need 1k to siege, which I believe is what you need. I guess I'm not 100% sure about that. This force here could present a problem. It is larger. I have more martial. Yeah, I may have to move my army over here in reaction to this force, because it can just move around. The coming of the city of Makne, alright, that is good to see. This is down here. These are the best of times. 1st of September, good stuff. Right, now over here, we don't have a lot of money, but let's see here. I can actually not see the effect of this unless I have the money. I guess we'll have to wait and see for next month to see what a training camp would do down there, but we shall see that when we see that. Yeah, I think one thing that I've been doing well, even with this war having some problems, is I've been attending to my economy in the background as the war has been ongoing, which I think has been a smart move. Let's see, city would require 120. And, hold on, how much? 120 and 30, so I could build another city. Okay, another city might be a good idea, but where would I build it? Actually, we should probably build a fort down here. That's probably a pretty important expenditure. I should spend my P on stuff other than cities. Let me quickly check and see in my provinces. Let me do it like this, actually. Let's make sure that I'm recording correctly. Yep, we were good. Always concerned about that, but never had it completely fail on me, so that's handy. Alright, things here are fine. Everything's looking good. Yeah, this is basically fine. Yeah, we're basically under control everywhere, in all honesty. Yep, so we're going to just leave all that as it is. I think we just save up PI at the minute. No need to spend PI on cooldown. Also, speaking of things on cooldown, did my Colonial Ventures expire? I think so. I'm not spotting it, so I think we can do another Colonial Venture. I think I was trying to set up a colony down here, right? With the gill... What are they called? No, this is Sama. We already set up a Sama colony. Yeah, no colony here for these guys. I don't know if this one down here... I'm not sure if this is going to be a permanent city, so I may just not address the stuff down here. Over here, who are the people living here? The Bait Sayani. I think I wanted to set up a colony for these guys. No, I cannot. Oh yeah, I don't have enough Bait Sayani people yet. Okay, that's fine. What about up here? Who lives in Makna? Hazi? Can we set up a colony in Makna? Not an amazing spot, but it's probably the best spot in its province. Hazi. Makna, here we go. Alright, we'll reset our Colonial Ventures thing. Again, probably missed out on a few possible Colonial Ventures, but I only have so many places I can found colonies, in all honesty. So this is fine. Makna becomes a colony. Perfect. Alright, this is for the best. Good. And then, just because, let's see here, yeah. Slaves there are a little down. Over here, let's move a slave back over. There we go. One more copy of gold. That will help our money a little bit. I'm hoping this guy finishes the siege before that army arrives, but we shall see what ends up happening with that. Did Ebla take territory? Maybe I'm imagining that. Okay. I think I'm just imagining that. Alright, 7%. That would be a great siege to win right now. Nope, supply shortage. They might win in the field against the army that's incoming, but I'm not super confident. I guess we'll see what ends up happening. If I have to move this force out of the way, I might consider that. I can just move them down to the Qadesh army, who will finish their siege before they can be reached. Probably. I guess we'll see. Bruto is retaking this stuff. That's fine. I don't really care about that. Yeah, okay. These guys gained a few more cohorts when I wasn't looking. Or maybe they've been recovering their forces. Yeah, so they definitely should win the fight now. If they're defending. Let me think about this. 5-3. Yeah, I think this army will just lose. Oh, which is super irritating, because I don't want them to move. They're so close to winning the siege. I could assault. I might... I probably won't win, actually, with 400 garrison, 5 assault power. I think this army came from Anaka. So I'm just going to actually back up. I'm going to abandon the siege here. That's annoying, but I don't want to lose forces when I can just back up and then come back over and restart the siege with my entire combined force, so that should be fine. It is what it is. I'm not going to play around. We've suffered enough in this war from playing around. Alright, now they're going to back up. That's fine. I'm just going to come join these forces together. We can come do the Qadesh siege in a minute. This force here is unmovable, so we should be fine. This guy is nearing disloyalty, but it's not quite there. Siege of Qadesh is won. Good. Alright, you actually post up there. Actually, you post up in Anaka. Don't let them retake this. You come over to help post up in Anaka, and then we'll come over to Qadesh once we're all in the area together. Okay. Good stuff. Ooh, you know what? I might be able to, if they stop moving, I might be able to catch those guys. Alright, they're going to siege down Mela, that's fine. We absolutely will win this siege race. 100% for sure. Even with this game being what it is, I think we can pull it off. I think we got a water shortage there. Alright, getting Qadesh under siege. These guys are almost there as well. These guys don't have any supply trains, so they're going to have to rely on the local food a little bit. Should be fine. Assyrian Kanabu. We have heard rumors of a mysterious substance known as Kanabu that the Assyrians use in their temple ceremonies. It is said that those who partake in the dank clouds produced by burning this hemp commune with the gods. Dank cloud, are you serious? Oftentimes laughing all the while, and then they are seized by a ferocious appetite that can only be satisfied by seeking sweets like honey cakes. Okay, Bronze Age Reborn mod authors. I see what you're doing here. Very funny. We could use Kanabu in our own religious ceremonies, but we have to have the approval of Arashot before we do anything. Will Arashot approve of the dank clouds? We shall see. I think I know a guy who can get some for us. Oh, this event is hilarious. And powerful. Wow, these are really strong bonuses. Oh man, these are both really good bonuses. So we could light up here in Aram. This would be a crazy bonus, but this is also quite strong. Let's see, what would this do? It would give us, let's see. It would give us more freedom and happiness and more pop assimilation speed. Honestly, I don't really think at this point we need more pop assimilation speed. We have more than enough. Provincial loyalty plus 0.03 isn't a huge bonus, but it will... How long do we get this for? Is this permanent? As a permanent bonus... Permanent plus 0.03 provincial loyalty versus permanent omen power. I don't know if this is a permanent bonus, but it seems to be a permanent bonus. Honestly, I do think the provincial loyalty is better because I think I can get omen power from more sources, and I already have really strong omen power. Because we already know what omen power gives us. It's these bonuses here. I don't really think I'm going to switch around my deities super often, if at all. So I think, honestly, Arashot's going to turn down the dank cloud opportunity. Okay. Yeah, wow, that's a permanent bonus. So I think that is the better bonus, although, of course, I personally have no problem at all with dank cloud production IRL. I don't think Arashot would either. Alright. As long as you imbibe responsibly, what's the harm? Whatever the case, up we come. 27th of December. That is a funny event, though. I appreciate the humor of that quite a bit. Alright, these guys are going to come down to try to re-siege Qadesh, and they're probably going to beat me in the siege race because this game is very fair, as I often comment. So, yeah, that's great. And we'll just have to deal with it when we get to it. But we proceed. Yeah, Arashot's reign, I mean, maybe she should be puffing up, because she's probably stressed out about this entire war. This has been a bit of a messy war for sure. But we are almost back where we need to be in terms of the momentum. Ugarit being sieged down like... Ugarit's re-sieging their stuff, actually, so that's quite good. So that will help out with the war score. Alright, 21%, let's see it. Nope, water shortage, though, is a good roll. Alright, I don't know where these guys are going. If they're going to Qadesh, they could have just gone down the other way, so I don't know what that's about. Mysterious. Oh, they're coming this direction, actually. Oh, they're probably coming for Anaka. Was that a breach? That was a breach. Wow, okay. I could do an assault here, but that would destroy my morale, which would not be ideal right this second. I think I might actually just leave a skeleton crew and run down to catch them down here in the farmland. That's a pretty good terrain for this. So let me go ahead and split off. This might be a little risky, but I'm going to chance it here. I'm going to split off, I don't know, one archer. Actually, hold on. Yeah, probably one archer is fine. Actually, no. Let me split off one skirmisher. Then the rest of you come down like this. Catch those guys there. This should be a good fight. Yeah, we have the morale advantage, the numbers advantage, and I think a terrain that isn't good or bad for either side. This should be perfectly fine. I guess we're crossing a river? I don't know about that. That's a questionable assessment. Alright. It's very even, but we are going to win in the end. Okay, that's what I thought would happen. We're rolling super well, too. Yeah, we have this river crossing penalty. I guess if a river touches the tile, there's a river crossing. It's kind of irritating, but it is what it is. We technically got there a little before they did. Or a little after they did, I mean. So, they get that. That's fine. The main point of that is to knock them back and force them to, you know, pull back away. Which gives us more momentum. These guys can't do too much. They could retake Tunip, I think. But that's all they could do. So I think we're fine. War exhaustion is not too bad, but it is climbing up, so we need to be a little bit careful. This war shouldn't be going on for too much longer, hopefully. Once we get this fort, that's going to give us control of the movement around here quite a bit, which will be quite nice. Alright, come on. Here we go, finally! 273 days for that siege. We have a lot of slaves in this war as well. We could also grab Orma now, for that matter. There's a lot of forts over here. Let me go and grab Orma just so I have one more. Actually, let me do this intelligently. Grab this guy, detach him, send him to Orma, and then he'll go and sack... actually, it's not my leader in this force here. That's fine. I'll go and take Orma, and then I won't try to sack that. I guess I could also reach up here as well. Ooh, this is unfortified. So let me send this force up there to go do that. And then these guys over here will come up to Catan, I believe. That's probably the play. Alright, 7%. Can we win a 7% roll? That would be very nice to the game after all it's put me through. Nope, Defender's Desert is a good roll, though, so I will take that. Yeah, once Ugarit retakes their capital, we're going to get a lot of war score back from that. Scholar of the Divine, we've seen this event before. This is a family member, but not a family head, so we'll go ahead and just get some free PI. PI cap is 500, so we don't need to spend PI right this second. We should be fine. Alright. You come up and grab this as well. Yeah. Hasu. Wait, what? Defender controls province of Hasu. Oh, did we declare for Hasu? Oh, whoops. Okay, well now we control part of Hasu. If we have the forts, we could... Okay, I didn't realize this was the war goal, actually. I thought the whole time that tune-up was the war goal. Okay, well, that was a mistake. We'll get these forts under control. We need to get this fort, though, for the peace deal anyways, so we'll come back to that. We can get to work on these forts. These two forts, that's super... Oh, hello. Oh, this is the force that withdrew. This guy might be dead. Or I might be able to sneak Arati under my control before these guys react to me. I'm not super confident, but we'll see if we can have these guys escape. Movement up here is very slow. Fortunately, we've basically turned the war momentum around, and now we're up in their core, damaging their stuff. So that is quite handy. And we do have tune-up under our occupation. Katna is one, finally, holy crap, alright. And I guess I could send someone over to grab Damina, just for a little bit more war score. I guess it doesn't hurt, so let me send over just a little skirmisher force to go do that. Then you guys are going to come up here, probably get to work on Samalil. Now that I know that this is actually the war target, I can get a lot of war score really quick by focusing up here. Right, once Ugarit retakes their capital, that's a lot of war score returned to us as well. War exhaustion should reverse once the war score is addressed. Alright, good stuff. These guys are coming down this direction. Interesting. This force can't easily re-link up with its sort of parent force while this army's in the way. So I guess I'll just go over and take this too. May as well, right? That's funny. I kind of need this large force to switch with this force for who's down in this area. But I guess it's fine at the minute. This force with the Brudu isn't enough to kill the third levy of Herman, so I think we're okay to go a bit further here. I can't really do too much. I could start a siege, I guess, but my army here is enough to knock them away. Oh! I did not catch that. That is unfortunate. Alright. Try and retreat if we survive. We did not survive. Okay, that is a huge bummer. But we now have a lot more war score because we did take that with that force, so it did its job at the end of the day, so we're not in too bad of shape, all things considered. Also, we have enough money to fortify this now, so I should build a fort down here. Oh, I cannot because it's disloyal, that's right. We have to keep waiting. Never mind. Okay. We just keep waiting. I could actually make Mela a city, and I think I will get that going now. This is a little greedy, but I want to spend my PI on stuff. Alright, these guys might retake this, which is annoying, but it's fine. We've got the fort momentum under our control finally. Alright, more war score for me. And slaves for me as well. Good stuff. Come back and join the parent force. Okay. Once we get this fort, this entire province will switch to me, so that will help out a lot. Alright, they're going to retake this, but that's fine. We can just retake it easily. Really need like a fort right here, honestly. This little passageway is so annoying. Once I control this northern part, this back here should be my backline and not accessible to enemy armies quite as easily going forward. Alright, where are they sieging? Oh, they're sieging here. That's fine. We're going to win the siege race, no problem. We have 2 armies that could dislodge them on either side. The tyranny of Arashat I Abarid. So, I guess it's really her father's tyranny that we're dealing with here, but I guess it's applying to her here. She's gained a reputation as a brutal tyrant. She's not letting the people smoke weed. What a monster. Who cares nothing for those she rules over. Rabble-rousers have begun to gather in the streets to openly condemn her misrule. Well, at least I have some PI saved up, so it's not the end of the world. Also, I should do some, let me not forget to do these with my PI. Let me finally go ahead and grab, add Leia. Sweet. And now Dammâseq is fully, or rather, the Damascus Oasis is fully under my control, and we get some more livestock. In fact, I no longer need to trade for 1 livestock in this capital province, which is amazing. So I can trade for something else. Let me get National Slave Happiness 8%, please. Holy crap, yes. That's really good. Alright, I should have probably done that sooner. I didn't realize there were livestock there. That's fine. Better late than never, as I just said earlier. So that's handy. These guys are going to retake that. That's super annoying, but I'll deal with that later. Alright, this force will return safely. That's good at least. Alright. That's fine. Supply shortage up here. Good. No breach on their siege. That's good at least. Alright. This force here should be able to win the siege pretty soon, hopefully. Then we'll come back down and get this back under control. Arashat's going to be known as the Besieger at the end of this war, probably, with all these sieges. Yeah, their armies are getting organized here, which is not great, but I should still have the numbers advantage in total. My armies are just split apart at the minute, which is a little dangerous. Defenders desert up here. Not seeing any breaches or siege wins up here in game. I need you to kind of get to work on that, please. Let's not do this again, if you could. Alright, let me do another colonization. Let me keep colonizing Yabrudu. Let's see, marble or base metals. Who do we have more of in here? It's mostly slaves. I think it's all slaves or tribesmen, so they both won't do anything. Or actually livestock. So let me get more livestock here just to protect against further food problems. Yeah, that's going to help out a fair bit. Alright, good stuff. Status quo. These guys are not joining their forces for some reason. Unclear why. Maybe making Melee a city right now wasn't quite as safe as I thought it might be, but they haven't started sieging it down, so that's fine at least. Also, Ugrit just retook their capital, which is going to help with our war score a lot in a minute. So that's quite good. I could also hire the mercenaries just to be extra safe, but I think we're probably fine without these guys. It will be very expensive to hire a second mercenary force, but we could do that. I think we're fine. I just need my large force up here at Catan to finish up so we can come down and join the fun, then we'll clean this all out. Alright, no breach, please. A scientific breakthrough. One of our researchers, Baltoros Milkermid, thinks he is just about to make a notable scientific breakthrough in the research he is currently working on. All that is needed is for some more supplies and funds for the next couple of years. To be able to get his hands on some of these, he has personally asked for our queen, Arashat, if he can be given access to them. The rest of our researchers would certainly suffer if we were to make this move, but maybe it is worth it. 10 years of 35% reduced research points probably isn't worth it, even though we would get our oratory advances, 85% progress. Let's see here. Let me consider this. This would almost finish the oratory advances thing, but 35% reduced research points would have an effect for sure. So let's not do this. Let's just, you know, let all of our research advance at about the same pace. Alright, they got a breach down here, of course, and I'm not going to win the 42%, of course. Watch it happen. I guarantee you. Yep, of course. Here we go again. My favorite thing in the game, siege races. Yeah, I swear, I'm going to make that overhaul mod and completely change how this all works, because this is ridiculous. The amount of times that this game foils my like player skill through just terrible RNG, 24/7 terrible RNG, is ridiculous. That's the main opponent in this game, is the random number generator. Alright, well, a breach doesn't mean they win, so on this next tick, we're surely going to get Catan under our control. That would be amazing if that were to happen to us, wouldn't it? Oh, yes, it would. Alright, Ugarit is getting this stuff down here, hopefully. More war score back. These guys have any high martial leaders? No. This force here has the high martial leader, though. Alright, now they're at 7%, so I'm assuming they're going to win on the 7% tick. We shall see. 49% here. Oh my god. It's a coin flip! It's a coin flip! How do I lose coin flips like 9 out of 10 times? I lose 49% rolls every... Okay, I'm not going to get as mad this episode, I swear. But if they win the 7%, I'm going to literally, like, flip my monitor over. I'm losing it. At least it's not one of my towns, it's just a fort, but this is ridiculous. Alright, here comes Ugarit to save the day, hopefully. Yeah, they're going to win the 7%, just watch them. Just you watch them. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I can't... Folks, I can't fucking take it anymore. What the fuck is this? Breach on Zalabi and then a 7% win while I sit here flipping my coin over and over? Unfucking believable. What the fuck is this? I literally swear to God, this code is rigged against Misadventure. Unbelievable shit right here. I mean, you've been watching this too. Can you... I'm not going crazy, am I? Like, this has gotta be... You've all been watching this too. You know what I've been dealing with here. Alright, 49%. Surely this time, the coin flip goes our way. Defenders desert! How many defenders fucking are there? There's a... fucking... God damn it. They're gonna probably get a breach at Mela next siege tick as well. You just know how it goes. Oh my fucking god. This game... Sometimes I question my commitment to play this game for this channel, because this is just unbelievable. I understand why the system works like this, but it's just so frustrating when the luck is this consistently bad. I have no other explanation than it's like rigged against me. There's gotta be some explanation in the code. Come on, 49%. There we go! Wow, look at that! A 50-50 coin flip? You win it some of the time, don't you, game? 390 days! That was over a year at Catan! Holy shit, alright. Alright, we are coming the hell down to get this over with. We're not gonna let them take Mela after I've made it a city. Although we have to go through the fort here, which is a little awkward. I guess... How can we make this move, actually? Their fort should block us. Okay, let's actually go to tune-up first, just to get this back under control, and then go to Mela from that side. So... Oh my god. Okay, we're fine. Things are actually going okay, all things considered. We just need to kill this force again, retake Zalabi. Holy crap. We have the numbers advantage, we have the momentum. It's just a matter of planning around all of these dice rolls. Alright, 2 of our trades have gone away. What did we lose? Or did we get more trades from something? I don't know what we lost access to, but we can get a new set of something. What are we lacking right now that I would normally have? Do we have earthenware? We have earthenware, olives, fruit. I was not paying attention. We can actually reach a lot more stuff now as well. Think about this. I could get bitumen finally. probably is worth getting this going. 10% local slave output as well in the province is really good. Could get honey for dip rep, but I don't think that's called for at the minute. Oh, you know what? I think... Did we have fish before? Because if not, we should get fish for the Freeman Happiness. That's pretty strong. Alright, we'll trade with Egypt, and we'll also trade with Egypt. Alright, there we go. In fact, I should probably just leave a 250 stack at Tunip, just to be extra safe. But you never know what's going to happen with these guys wandering around, so I'm not going to mess around here. I'm just going to have the whole stack siege together. Okay, these guys are doing kind of a weird move. I don't know where these guys are going, but this makes... okay, yeah, they're completely abandoning their siege. I don't know what this move is. I don't know where they're going, but... okay. Oh my gosh, these migrators. Oh, this war has been just absolutely so frustrating. I'm really tempted just to assault Zalabi, but now at this point they've gotten a couple of recovery ticks, so their garrison's back up to high levels. So let's come back over, grab Zalabi once again, because now we don't need to save Mela, so that's handy at least. God, this has just been so frustrating. It's like I have to plan. It's not just a matter of I can't ever use so it's like everything in the game that's meant to help you like play this game doesn't work. Allies won't join you in war. When they do join you in war, they take over your territories and don't give them to you. You have to babysit their high martial generals. Your governors change all your policies whenever you assign them to random stuff that doesn't help you. The game, at every single instance where it can use an RNG, mechanic to damage you and slow you down, like, weighs the dice against you. You lose 50-50 coin flips, like, 4 times out of 5. The enemy get breaches on 7% rolls. It's just unbelievable. Even with the AI, like, defortifying all their towns randomly for no reason, just to further add insult to injury, because they're so clearly, like, brain dead on what they're doing. Tribal Chief, Carthalo offers friendship. This is from Kumadu. Yeah, sure. Sounds fine to me. It's so frustrating. Like, it to me doesn't feel like a fair challenge. It feels like an unfair, unpredictable challenge, because having to fight against the RNG never feels predictable, because it's supposed to be random. That's the whole point of RNG, is that it's luck. It's supposed to be something out of anyone's control. But the way it goes, I just have to assume I will always have bad luck, just fated. It's like a predetermined fate in my campaigns. And I used to think that it was just, I was, imagining it, or it was just kind of like I was exaggerating. But no, I genuinely think this game is coded in some way to, like, give you worse RNG than what it says, on the UI. I just feel at this point that I have no other explanation for how bad my siege luck has always been in all of my campaigns. I don't know, man. It's just fucked up. Alright, now this is more bullshit I have to deal with. You know what? I'm gonna hire these mercenaries. Fuck it. I need more guys. Come join the siege, and then you'll work on Migdal. I'm not gonna play around. We're getting this war finished. We're getting it finished now. Actually, first, come up and grab here, and then go work on there. Alright, Ugarit's taking this stuff back. That's good. That's gonna help out. Alright, let's get this stuff. There's just no other reason why Tunip should be such a difficult war at this point in the campaign. We're at a place where this kind of war shouldn't present this kind of existential threat to our entire nation. It's ridiculous. Alright, at least they're not getting breaches up there. Supply shortage, though. Is it, like, techs? Is it something... Am I missing something? Are there, like, siege techs that I should be getting? I know that there are techs that help with sieging, but I feel like these But these only improve, you know, the numbers that you see. Like, I'm seeing the numbers, I'm seeing the percentage rolls that I have in the UI. So unless these numbers are wrong, or there's like something else that I'm missing, these numbers shouldn't, you know, have the outcomes that I'm getting in the campaign. There's just no explanation. There's just no explanation. Alright, whatever. Well, we're almost back, you know, where we need to be. We almost have full control of this province. This force can go up and clear these guys out with presumably no problem. I guess we'll see what happens. I may actually move this force over to take over this siege and let this force go relieve, because I have to plan that they're going to get 3 ticks before me. Oh, my Civic Advancer. I think that was my... Now, where did my Civic Advancer go? Wasn't this guy... Okay, I don't know where my Civic Advancer went, but I'll just hire this guy to be my Civic Advancer. Yeah, I just have to plan for there to be, like, 3 ticks ahead. Oh, here we go, finally. Alright. Get up here. Alright, that's going to help out with the war score. Oh, my husband died of natural causes at the age of 71. That's a bummer, but I'm not going to remarry Arshot. Yeah, her time on the throne will be defined by this cursed war against Tunip. Not a nation I expected to... Like, this has been a more, like, intense, complicated war than the Ebla War, which I never would have thought in my wildest dreams would ever be the case. I have no explanation for how this happened like this, but it is what it is. Just gotta roll with it. Nothing we can do. Alright, and now you can come up here and knock them away. And we'll finally get this thing over with. We're so close. At this point, I will just take Catan and leave it at that. I'm not going to try to do something more creative. Maybe break Tunip's relationship with the Abrudu, but I don't know if I'll have the war score for that. I just want Catan and to get out of this whole thing. Popular support. The war effort is taking a heavy toll upon Aram, yet our people rally behind Himilko Ugarid, my marshal, trusting his superb logistic skills. Even in these trying times, the Aramain spirit shows its superiority. Hey, that's actually really good. Alright, game, you know what? I'm not going to say that I've been too harsh on you, because I've not been too harsh on you, but I'll give you that one. That was a good RNG roll in my favor, unambiguously. So you know what, game? Oh yeah, they're running. These goofballs are running. Yeah, reset that siege. You reset that siege. Did I send the wrong force over? I forgot to send the mercs with them. Whoops. But hold on, was that like a red? Really? Against these guys? Oh, they have the 8 marshal. Okay, that explains it actually. I can just wait until this force down here. Yeah, I'm resetting their siege. I think they may just abandon it actually in a minute. Supply shortage. Alright, at this point, let me actually split this force up even further. You guys go to work on Migdal. I don't think there's any more forces in this area, so I'm going to be a little bit risky here. And send you as well up to here. I'm sending a larger army north to get this stuff just for safety. Even though I could send a smaller force. And then down here, I'm actually going to send to go join with this force here. Beef them up a little bit. I'm just posted here to hold the valley down while we get Zular under control. Once we have Zular, our forces are way freed up. Alright, these guys are winning. The thing down there. Okay, we got this as well. That's great. Once we get Zular, we gain control of this whole area from the capital, so that will be worth a lot once we get to that. Alright, good. Keep at it. Oh, hello, you Brudu. I'm not gonna let you do anything goofy. Okay, now they're gonna move, yeah. Let's take this fight. We're gonna be defending in the farmland. Yeah, I think we're defending in the farmland. I think that's gonna be fine. This should be a clean fight up here in Bhutan. Oh yeah, there we go. They had a lot of donkeys in that army. But even donkeys will die. Alright, finally some good RNG from this adventurer. Love to see that. Okay. And now, this force here, let me bring these guys back down. We may need to do some assaults to get this finished up. It's coming of the city of Mela. Good work. And now we can afford this stuff. No freeman from that. Where was I waiting to build a freeman building? This is, okay, not there. No freeman. We already have that there. Where was it? 2 freemen from here. 3 freemen here in Qadesh. How about Katna? 1 freeman in Katna. No freeman. I think the training camp in Qadesh is probably worth, honestly. What about Machna? 3 freemen. Actually, yeah, Machna's a bit safer. Let's put it in Machna. We'll build one in Qadesh in a bit. Alright, at this point, I'm going to risk it a little bit and go down to normal maintenance. I'm paying the mercs a ton right now. So, at this point, I think we're going to win the war pretty soon. Once this stuff all transfers, we're definitely going to get a lot of war score really quick. I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to try and break Tunip's alliance with Yabrudu. Yabrudu having all these weird territories all over. Also, I need to get Anaka. Let's not forget about that, actually. Yeah, let me go ahead and, hold on, my mouse. Hold on, there we go. Let me send this little strike force down to go grab Anaka, just so I don't forget about that in the peace deal. I need to get Anaka back. So I think Yabrudu is a really irritating ally for the enemy to have, from my point of view, because they have territory all over the place, so they kind of come in from all these weird directions. So I definitely want to break that alliance if I can in the peace deal. We'll see how much war score I end up having, but I think we're just... Okay, now we're finally in positive war score. Holy shit. It's been like 10 years of negative war score. Come and grab that. Lots of war score imminent. Alright. This force here, I might do an assault now. Let me wait for this siege tick, and then we'll do an assault after it if we don't win that siege tick. And then we'll come over here and probably do another assault at Migdal after that. Oh, hello, Tunip. Guys running away. I'll try and catch these guys up here after I take this. Alright, 28%. Let's get a lucky roll here. That'd be nice. Nope. Alright, let's do an assault. 20 power, that's more than enough, I think, for 200. Alright. This is mine. Get over here and assault that, too. Good. Come back over here. Okay. Okay, so first of all, white peace is possible now, which is always good. We can get the thing that we want. And I don't want to enter into Ebla, so we're not getting any territory in Ebla. So that's good. Alright, Tunipian Catan to Aram. This goddamn war is finally over, at least in a minute here. I could also give some of this to Ugarit. Yabrudu still has this stuff over here, but I want to strip away Yabrudu territory and give more to Ugarit if I can. This is currently controlled by me. Which province is this? This is Phoenicia. This is Ugarit province. Ugarit region, I mean. Let me give this stuff to Ugarit. Let me feed my friend over here. This stuff down here is in Phoenicia. I guess I could give this to Ugarit too. I'll probably integrate Ugarit later on, so I think that's probably a smart idea. Alright, sue for peace. Give this to Ugarit, and give this and this to Ugarit also. Yeah. So Ugarit will have a Phoenicia presence, that's fine. Okay, so this is the deal I probably want to do. We can get away with more as well. I could make Yabrudu my subject, actually. That could be kind of interesting. Oh, you know what? I didn't even wait for this. Hold on. Let me wait for me to finish this, and I get that. Let's not forget about that. I almost just made a big mistake there. Alright, here we go. That's much better. So now I have all this stuff. Alright. I think that's everything I need in the peace deal. I could... What does this do? Where is this territory? Ebla. I can't tell where that territory... Hold on. Oh, it's up here. That's not really going to do that much, honestly. I guess I could do it just to damage Tune-Up very slightly, but this is barely going to do anything, so I think I'm not going to do that. I could make Tune-Up a vassal, and they are fully in the Ebla region now, so this would give me an ally up here, which would potentially help me geopolitically against likely future opponents like Ursu or Mari. These guys are tribal. Wait, are they? No, they're not tribal at all. What am I talking about? These guys are an autocratic monarchy. What am I talking about? They're not tribal. They would agree to it. Your Broody would also agree to a deal involving them. They probably wouldn't both agree. Actually, they would both agree to become my, like, vassal and whatnot. Let me think about this. 1 diplomatic slot. Tributary doesn't cost any slots. How many slots do I have at the minute? I think I have 2 slots, right? Actually, I only have 1 slot. Yeah, my Ugarit subjecthood. I could get more diplomatic relations through technologies pretty soon, I think. Yeah, hold on. 51, so that's only a few years away. I think I had access to... I could get Summitry in 51 for 1 more relation. So I'd only have to deal with the downside of being over my limit for like a year or 2, so that would probably be okay, honestly. So with that in mind, I think Yabrudu, I already have my tribal vassal, so I don't really want Yabrudu to be my tribal vassal. Making Yabrudu my tributary, the downside here is that I don't really want to protect Yabrudu. I just don't want them to cause more problems for me, but being obligated to protect Yabrudu is probably more than I want to deal with, so I think I'll just leave Yabrudu alive. As for Tune-Up, 0.91 per month isn't that much, honestly. I'd rather make them a client state. They pay me much more. I'm comfortable committing to protecting Tune-Up. I want to... They will serve as kind of a border, sort of like a march between myself and the northern guys. And incidentally, this further screws up Ebla, the Ebla tag, because their capital is now inside of my client state. I can integrate Tune-Up when the time is right. They also have to export just to me. Also, this locks up more Eblaite population in my client state, so I think this is probably the route we go. So, pretty interesting deal here. I think we still get this stuff, even if we make those guys a client state. At least I sure hope so. If we don't get control of... Because I don't remember the order that happens here. I think we should get this, even if we're also making them a client state. I'm fairly sure that this is allowed, because otherwise it would not allow it, because it is able to block it off. So I think this is the deal we go for. 31 AE, so we're going to go back up to some amount of AE, but not too much. And this fully removes Tune-Up as a future problem. I think this sufficiently punishes Tune-Up for causing me so much grief. In fairness to Tune-Up, it was really like the universe that was causing me problems, not Tune-Up themselves. They were just, you know, their normal goofy AI selves. It was the game conspiring against me, as usual. So we're going to take away Tune-Up's, you know, ancestral homeland and core territory, make it one of our regions, one of our provinces, force the remainder of Tune-Up, who mostly live in the Eblaite territory, to become our client state, and we'll eventually integrate them when we want to enter into Ebla. Incidentally, we can also choose to enter into Phoenicia and or Ugarit regions through integration of Ugarit, so this makes sense. I think we go for this deal. And I'm making sure I'm not forgetting any necessary things. No, I think we're looking good. Let's go for it. Okay, good, we got that. Alright, the Eblaite regional power of Tune-Up accepts our generous offer, Tunipian Catan to Aram, a bunch of random Yabrudian locations to Ugarit, and 1 to me. Oh yeah, that's the one that was mine before, that's Katna. So, yep, that's correct. And then Tune-Up becomes a client state of Aram. Holy crap, okay. Let one day go by. Everybody stand down. Also, we now have actually quite a few cohorts in all of our regions. Oh yeah, this levy was destroyed, that's right. So don't need to worry about that. These guys can be disbanded, and these guys here, in a few days, once they're not moving, can be disbanded as well. Over the diplomatic amount, so that's minus 10% PI temporarily. We do have a plan to fix that. I think having the tune-up client state is worth it, all things considered. Right. Good stuff. They're also not going to pay us that entire amount because it doesn't calculate all the trade they lost and whatnot, so that's fine. I think I'm going to run full army maintenance, like I said before, going forward. I want to be able to access my army on short notice, and this just is a bit safer. And I think we can get away with at the 5% integrated culture happiness, in all honesty. And then fort maintenance I will reduce. Wages. What's my corruption like? I might be able to lower wages again. This is not going to go down because this is set by traits. This is a mercenary leader, so I don't care about him. Researcher, set by a trait. Set by a trait. Yeah, okay, so all the corruption I currently have now is just set by trait, so I can lower this down to normal. That is handy. I think having this on lax. I might actually switch this over to extort tributaries. Ugarit's not going to like this, and Tunip is not going to like this either, but I should not need to worry about some sort of rebellion from them, so this will be worth a fair bit of money. So let's go for that. I forgot that this was on lax before, but because I am getting money from these guys, I shouldn't ignore that. Okay, that's fine. And then up here... Okay, so Tunip itself, I'm not going to keep this as the city. I will destroy all this stuff, though. Destroy this fort. And Catan, I'll probably not keep as the city either. Yeah. Okay, in terms of the buildings, we have a farming settlement there. We have a mine here for base metals. Probably keep that. Mine for salts. Farming settlement for bricks. Interesting. I think I'll destroy that. Mine for limestone. Plantation for fruit. Let's see. I think plantations are special buildings that require something like fruit. Or like a food resource. Yeah. I think we'll keep that. That's fine. Okay, so over here, let's revoke Catan, its city status. And we'll revoke Tunip's city status. And then the capital, I think we'll go to Jayid, as I said before. Probably the best spot here. It's got the proper coverage with Mela, and it's sort of central and protected by this mountain, so let's relocate the capital up here. This I'm going to set also to harsh treatment for demotion and other reasons. And then here, we're going to, I think, first fortify it, and then we'll make it a city after that. Possibly we make it a colony right now. Let me see here. Scroll down to these guys. Let's see. Here they are. Katna. Well, that's the wrong spot, so we have to keep waiting. Wait, are these the right guys? Hold on. No, these are the, who lives over here? The Katanites. Oh, hold on. Cotonite Jayid becomes a colony. Okay, that's correct. Alright, let's found a colony in Jayid. There we go, Jayid, a Dammâseq colony. Why did this send me down here? Alright, I'm not sure why that happened. But now we have a colony in Jayid. Very cool. It's not going to help with the loyalty too much, but it is a good start. Let a couple days go by, then we'll lower these mercenaries as well. There we go. Alright, our economy is back up and running, even with army maintenance at normal. That's pretty handy. Okay, good stuff. I guess I could have damaged Jabrudu a little bit more, but I don't really care about that. I think we're fine. Let's also spend a bit of PI and manpower to do a bit more colonization. I kind of want to get this stuff just so your Broodoo can't sneak back in and get more of my territory. So let's grab this stuff here. There we go. We also just got a mission. Colonize your Broodoo. Frontier Spirit for 10 years. I think we should just grab this now. And then down here, we have to work on the Galad stuff. We could go into negative PI, and it might be worth doing that just to get Galad under our control. We would get a surplus of marble down here, which we could make use of, so I think we should go for this. Actually, we can't. We need 750, not 250. What am I talking about? I think we'll just wait down here on that. Yeah, also our name is now very big, so that is another good development. I guess we can do it up here for even more name enlarging. Let's go for that. Precious metals as well over here in Kirata, so that was probably a smart move. Cool. Yeah, so overall, although that war was rather painful and did involve a lot of cursing and questioning of the Imperator Rome, fairness, ultimately it was successful. We did secure the region of Qadesh in its entirety, our second full region under our control, with our heir, Daniel, in charge. So things are looking pretty good up there. And generally speaking, even though our war exhaustion crept up quite a lot, it's now not too bad. In our core, everything's looking fine. In Jordan Rift Valley, things are looking actually fine as well. And then in Qadesh itself, everywhere except for Catan is looking fine, so that is perfect. In fact, I might be able to switch Amatu over... Actually, no, I can't, because I have negative 17 PI. So let's actually go to the 1st of January of 850, and then we'll end the episode there on a nice, even point. Trade with Minoans. Sounds good to me. Alright. Also, the funny thing, too, with Tunip being our clan state is they won't be able to do diplomacy with Ebla, which means Ebla shouldn't be able to get military access through to their capital, which is very funny. So I appreciate that quite a bit. Alright. Well, we wait. Also up to 6.2k. Very good. Also, I do think, actually, in retrospect, that maybe... I guess we can't switch it now, but Damascus Oasis probably should actually not be on Bleed and Dry. I don't think we're getting enough money from here to justify not having it be on the manpower one, so I think we'll switch that back when we have enough PI to do that, but we don't at the minute. Import wine, or rather export wine to these guys. Sounds fine to me. Alright. 0.55 AE per month as well. That's quite good. Okay, well, that only took 2.5 episodes, but we managed to secure the region for ourselves. That's perfect. And we can now call upon an omen once again. Still can't use this reliquary thing, so that's annoying. But we could go for Reshep for a bit of extra AE change, but I think AE is decreasing at a good enough pace thanks to our very high tyranny, so Shara it is. No need to play around. Let's see, 616 Dammâseq, so we are looking quite good on the population front. Yeah, I think things are looking pretty solid, but we'll do our January 1st review at the start of the next episode. But that's going to be it for this episode of the Dammâseq Campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.